Well, hey, good morning, folks. We're going to do some artwork today, so give me a second here to check in on my signal, make sure we're coming clear. If you're catching this after we've live streamed, skip ahead like half a minute, and we'll be done with all my intro stuff if you're already familiar with it. But if well, it sounds like my sound's coming through loud and clear. That's good news. Let's drop that sound down here to keep it out of the way. I'm going to grab this link and do the social media posts. And clickety, click. Hey, my name is Phil Karrnath. I create role-playing games, I illustrate them, and I publish them online. And I am creating content for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition using the 2024 rule set. We're making an adventure for characters fighting necromancers, demons, and undead in the nation of Karrnath, on the continent of Corvair. And let's see, we'll get this out of the way. And delete that. And where is my, hold on, I'm caught up on my bits. There, copy, image, bloop, 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 there. Okay, cool. Okay, great. So we do illustrations. Let's see. I'm ready to go. We're going to get that out of the way. Hit the bell icon, notifications, like, subscribe, all the yada yadas. And without further ado, let's actually just get to work. So click the clack. Don't need that there. Okay, so we are now working on a new illustration. For those that are unfamiliar with the channel, of this adventure that we're creating. It's a PDF that's published online. And so if you are using a 16:9 ratio device like a phone, a monitor, or a tablet, this page fits in a horizontal, and each column is vertically also horizontal. So it's designed to work in the digital medium. It's assumed that, like, if you're playing D&D, that the Dungeon Master would have a tablet in front of them behind the DM screen to be able to navigate through the adventure. One page style. The actual dimensions of this is 17 inches by 10 inches. And it's a 12-point font, so it's really easy to read, but it's not intended to be printed. It's a digital project. So let's go ahead and drop this out of the way. And hey, what's going on, Steve? It's good to see you. Oh, and for reference, for those that were interested, I finished the illustration that we were working on the past couple weeks. I'll crack that open here real quick, just you know, as a victory lap. This is going to be the next piece that we're going to work on, is destroying the Nexus. But here is the illustration that we finished. Let's get rid of the layer masks here so you can see the full piece, and we'll also conceal the text. There we go. So this is how the piece turned out. For people that are familiar with my work in Spelljammer, the Gatekeeper Druids use a system orrery to track planetary moon and planar movements, and they've detected that the plane of Mabar is out of alignment, and a manifest zone is occurring in Karrnath in the Karnwood. Literally located right here on, if this is the globe of Eberron, this is Sarlona, here's Zendrick, here's Corvair, like this is the Demon Waste, here's the Shadow Marches, there's the Largo along the edge here, Elding Reaches, Aundair, Thrain, Brayland, Thrain, and then Karrnath is up along the edge here, curling around past Moorhold and stuff. So this is the edge of the map that you can see on, and you can see that this orbit is out of alignment. And that is, oh shit, I did not put in the little sticks for the plane of Mabar. Actually, I'm not done yet. Hold on, let me finish this up real quick. Dab nagget. I'll take care of this later. This isn't actually what we're focusing on, but there's supposed to be little sticks here and here and here and here, and I just forgot to do those. So I got to fix that, but we'll fix it. So, but otherwise, this is the piece. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one, and we'll go back and fix that later. And so now we're working on a sarcophagus in the mausoleums of the cemetery. Let's add this stuff back in, and I'm going to drop this out of view for a second. Here's our cemetery map. I need to put in the dots, but that'll be a word processor issue. And so this is the cemetery that the characters are running around inside of. These are individual mausoleums, and this is the main crypt. And if we get into the main crypt, how do we get into the main crypt? Here? No, those are the mausoleums. Here's the main crypt. I'll get rid of that, page 37. Hold on. Page 37, crypt, map, key, and hazards. Save. This is my list of things left to do for me to publish the adventure. So here is the crypt, and these are the individual sarcophagi that are in the crypt. This is the sarcophagi for the main for the mini boss that controls that's the main boss for the cemetery. If you defeat the mausoleum, there's a secret passage that opens up here. I'll show you that. There you go. There's a secret passage that can be opened that leads down underground. There's also an entry point here in this gazebo over here, and this leads down into this is a secret passage that leads to the underground facility right next to the detention center where people are held. Here's the hatch open in that gazebo, by the way. So fun stuff. I'll need to trim this because of this line trim here. We'll need to conceal part of this, actually. That's not where we are at right now. Go back to here.
Hey, what's up? Flat Eberron. Thanks a lot. Is that 5x5?
What, this? This is 5 inches wide. It's like 5x3. It's not high detail. And if you're are you asking about the map? The map is all 5x5. So like this is a 10-foot area here, so that's a 5-foot portal that goes down.
Yeah.
This is like a separate map that you can slap down on top of the rest of the cemetery when the team finds this passage.
Yeah.
So to go back and look at the map again, 5-foot area. So the sarcophagi is about 8 feet long, which is about sarcophagi sized, right? Ooh, I'm actually going to need this for references because we're going to be using this stonework and this broken mortar here. Let's see. There we go. There's some stain color. Okay, cool. We'll get to that. Let me drop this out of the way, and if I seem a little disorganized, it's because I am. So this one back here doesn't have anything on it, so what I want to do is just grab this real quick here. This is rough and ready. Pre-transform, bring this down. Let's distort. merge down. So I'll basically be able to build this. I'll be able to build this sarcophagi, clone it, drop it in over here, put it in our walls. Actually, I do think I want to go ahead and grab this because we're looking at about here. So I'm going to grab that as a reference image. So I can reference this stuff. I do need to clean up the line art. I'm going to drop this into reference folder here. And now we can take this as our, there would be a, there's a little step over here. So I need to black sunshine. Like that. That's too far in. About here is where it's supposed to be at. Is that right? Like that. Maybe down a little. Like that. No, that actually lines up. Holy shit. That's pretty amazing. Drop that down here to the floor like that. We're gonna not see the floor down here. That'll be out of view. We'll get the wall back here. Something roughly like that. What's up?
You need to transform it to get a better reference position. Oh yeah, I could.
So, yeah, I don't need to worry about that. I'm just gonna freehand it. It should be fine. But I'm pretty happy with that arrangement, so I'm going to drop the opacity down here and do a cleanup layer. Start dropping these things in proper. So once I get the architecture right, I should be able to do the boss relief without any real issue. I've got my sassy, I haven't had enough sleep voice on today with the baritone freshness. It probably sounds alto. Let's see. I want to use Does that work? No, it doesn't. Let's see. I want to get into here like this. Across like that. No, that feels off. Let's use this as our frame of reference. Here and here. In the adventure, there's specters. There's wraiths. We're 7th and 8th level characters. Wraiths are bad news in groups, and there's 6 sarcophagi in this lair, and there are wraiths in each one. That perspective is off. Let's grab this. Here, and now let's skew so that aligns. And we can use this line as our reference point. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Okay. So like here. Okay, so that feels off. We're going to delete that. We'll find it. We're going to find our perspective. Thank you. We're going to find it. Okay, so that means that this back here is, I guess, too elevated. Maybe, maybe I can worry less about this back sarcophagi right now and just focus on this foreground one. How about that? Let's do that for a trick. Let's see if I can make just make this one work. Oh yeah, it's just too short. That's what the problem is. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should distort this so it properly aligns. I'm gonna drop the opacity here. Good call, Def. Let's see if I can get this to align. Oof, man, that distort. Hello. In deficit we trust. Stretch this out. If I can get this to line up here, it should be able to line up elsewhere. Oh man, that distortion is crazy. Lined up. That's my 20-minute timer. Only have an hour today to play. There. Let's try that. How are we looking? Looking pretty distorted. Okay, so this is the next sarcophagi over. That feels like too much space. What happens if I squinch it in a little bit? And then free transform again. Go back to distort. What's up?
Don't make the mistake of using your lines as reference.
I want to use this. I want to use this here as my initial reference. Try to get this to line up because that'll make this back here. This should line up with it if I have this here because the lines are all distorting the same way. So we'll see. We'll see if it shakes out, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. There, this edge here. Hold on. Technically, this edge here and this edge here are the only two important reference points that I need in the piece. That's going to set my perspective on stuff. That should work out. So, like I'm seeing here that the sarcophagi should actually be narrower than I've depicted it. So I could put a point there. And a point there. See, it's still hitting the proper perspective lines.
Word.
And this here. Wrong. Wrong again. Like that. See, that's still lining up. See? So that's proper. It's proper. Go like that. Here. Get rid of that. I said get rid of that. Now I can go back here and invisible that. Okay, we should be good to go. Pop up. Let's put this in here and put this in here and here. Here to here. So far, so good. Nice. Correct, correct, correct. Let's see. Actually, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Let's use those angles there. Copy, paste. Free transform. Skew. Merge down. Let's see.
What's up?
Indeed. Line across. Trying to get an eye on this line here. I'll just hyperextend it. We'll just do that. And holy shit, I accidentally hit the mark. Okay, so we have a perspective skew that's happening here. Let's go into here and let's skew. There. That's correct lining up. And now we want to shoulder to hip. Shoulder. And you grab this, copy, paste, bring that down in alignment with the shoulder there, and skew it a smidge. And down here, that's off. I'm having technical issues. Let's back that off for a second.
Yes.
Hey, Pans. It's good to see you, my guy. Yeah, you can go back to you can go back earlier in the video. I was displaying the final forest piece I had completed. I also what's up in the Eberron. I'll post it on my Discord channel as well. Let's see. Is this properly doing? Let me grab this real fast. Copy paste. Bring it over to here. No, this is on a very different perspective. That's, yeah. That's going to cause me trouble. I like the angle of this. Ugh, not happy with that. Let's go with well, I failed. So let's pick our ass up and try again. Yeah, see, it's skinnier here than here. You're right. I fucked up the distortion. I think it's okay. Maybe if I try it again. Instead, just focus on an individual sarcophagus. So I have a smaller area that I'm dealing with. Let's go to copy and then paste. Free transform. First thing to do is let's skew.
Try to rotate a bit. I need to drop the opacity on this before I keep doing it. If there's a scientific way to do this, like a technical way to do it, I do not know what that way is. Let's try perspective. No, that's not working. Let's see. God, how do I want to do this? Bump, bump, bump. Maybe that'll work. Let's try this. Perspective. Skew. It feels too wide. Distort. Perspective. That's just too wide. I'm gonna have to rough this one out manually. Alas, earwax. All right, well, let's just do it. Yeah, that box is bad. I think I'll just do force perspective, just to simplify things. I can still use this as my base reference point.
Watch Phil fail. Fail, Phil. Fail.
Needs 2 points and then skew to those points. I need Buster Lessons. Yeah, coffins. That's right, Pines. That's also why I'm asking you not gotta let the muse go. Yeah. Just trying to make the screen scroll at this.
Sorry about that. I get caught up. I'm just gonna do force perspective. It's probably I don't like the idea of force perspective at all. I'm just gonna do force perspective.
I want it. Ugh.
That's not horrible. All right, let's go with the force perspective and see how we end up sitting. Maybe I'll appreciate it when we get there. It'd certainly make the process easier, wouldn't it?
Serious?
You serious? God, that looks wrong. That looks so wrong. Yeah, that feels so. What the fuck is going on? I'm having some sort of mental crisis here. Hold on.
Yeah, nothing looks right about that.
Yeah, I'm really just gonna have to.
Stop.
2-point perspective. Yeah, he'll probably realize that eventually.
But it's gonna be so far off the page. The perspective point is gonna be like over here. And like over here. Well, I can do this one. I am not happy about this. I don't mind you being right. I am not happy that this is not intuiting for me more easily. I think there's Photoshop tools to establish vanishing points, but for the life of me, I don't have them. So what I'm going to have to do is conceal the text. Duplicate the layer. You know, Def, when you're right, you're right. All right, so let's see. Let's put a vanish line in here. That feels about right. That's too high. Let's bring it down to here. Let's put a point here and here. Fuck all. I can still use this as my point. Can I get away with this line? It's probably too squinched. All right, well, the muse had me put them there, so we'll have her do what she do. There, there, and there. God, that distortion is too intense. I need to bring them in here and like here. No, I don't think I'm gonna like that. It's too sharp of an angle. That's better, but I don't like it.
Thank you, Timely Timer.
Yeah, we're not making any progress today. Well, how about that? Well, how about that? We'll put that there for now. Put that there for now. That distortion is so intense. All right. Well, it seems to work, so we'll just have to
Zoom in
and adjust. no, not going to do that. We're going to do it like this. Copy, paste. Skew. There. And shoulders, that feels about right. God, that distortion is so intense. I'm going to do off perspective. And here's my point of contact. There we go. I feel like, no, you know what? Honestly, I feel like this should be lower. Where are you at, my dude? What the hell? Thank you. Extend that down.
Right on.
Defected. I'm teaching you. Sure, okay. I guess we all have our role. Yeah, that feels about right. And then so I want to be here. Look at that. It's just, oh, that's intense. That's too intense. Okay, so if I zoom in, I don't have to show the ground, like the feet of it. Let's merge these down. Clean that up like that. And head, shoulders, body here. Shoulders are here. That feels wrong. Let's see. It'd be a lot simpler if I didn't have this complex architecture. But alas, here we are. This is all just wrong. I can't cheat the architecture. I can't cheat the points. Transform, skew. see if I can make that work.
Karrnath.
Hey, Fox. It's good to see you, my dude. Hey, Fox. It's good to see you, my dude. Oh, wow. That's I can hear myself. That's intolerable. Let me drop that. Oh, wow. That's I can hear myself. There we go. That should be better. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, this one's challenging me. That feels better. If I take this mass here. Free transform. That is wrong. There. Maybe it's right. Oh, fuck you. All right, now this line is off. I see you now. Okay. I am willing to admit defeat. There's that. There's this. Let's take this. On point here. Fuck all. This is just, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. This is absolutely kicking my ass. I have no idea why. Free transform. Some quick, easy box work, you know? Let's just throw these things down and make it happen. Nope. Absolutely fucking not what happened today. This is my most dramatic fail I think I've had on screen like in ever. That's okay. We're going to figure it out, and we're going to be able to proceed from here. I don't know if let's see.
What's up going on, guys?
Right on, guys. Thanks, Defected. I appreciate that about you. Let's see. Got that. I got that. And the gazebo picture went so well. I thought this would just be easy peasy. Of course it's not. That. I could put a point in here. Have that kick to the vanishing line. Let's go like this. I did have to make this complicated, didn't I? Oy vey. All right, so now I'm feeling like I need to actually build the wall and then build the sarcophagi out of the wall. So we got this stepping effect going on. That's what's kicking my ass. Let's see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So that's so distorted. Maybe maybe I can just fake it with single perspective. That. It's looking better. No, that's not right. It needs to be like there. Something like that. Let's see. Well, I guess what I could do is let's leave that like that. Hold on, I have to mess around. Duplicate the layer. And then let's free transform. Flip horizontal. We now have the proper space that this is going to sit in. We'll just have to flip it back when we're done. Copy, paste. Not happy, Bob. Yeah, I need that. God damn it, I need that fucking second point of perspective. Let's try. Let's duplicate the layer. Let's try this. I can bring this all to the middle. Get our references out of the way. One reference point here, and maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that. All right, let's. Let's start over from the beginning. We'll figure this out. So let's put in a point here, and the borders here will be my vanishing points. So let's see. God, that distortion is nasty. I am not a fan of that. I'm okay with, I'm pretty good with that vanishing point there. I got to figure out. Like that? Can I get away with that? What if I did something a little different? Let's see. Like, I like that point here, but what if I like had it at an angle like that? Too severe. Like here to here. What if I did that? There. Then I need a third point to tilt down like this to make that look right. I don't think this is going to look right. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Huh. I found it. I've never thought about having the horizon line at an angle. I've never thought about that before. That makes so much more fucking sense. I've never considered the camera would be at a weird angle. Oh my god, this is blowing my fucking mind. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I need to fix this bit. Apparently they're actually vanishing to here, which is a little bit further than we had. Close enough. No, I'm still off here. Never considered skewing the horizon line like that. Totally is blowing my fucking mind. Let's do this here. Wow, it's just working now. That is crazy. Paste. Merge down. Free transform. Skew into position. There we go. I need to have. I got to get out of here in a minute, but let's Let's go like here. That feels about right. Yeah, because that's going to be off. That's going to be off page, so I don't have to worry about that. And anything past here is going to be off page as well. So can I just scoop these lines and make them fit? I can line these up here. Huh. I have to reduce these down. That is way the fuck off now, though. Okay. Apparently, I'm not nearly as good with perspective as I think I am. Myself a good batch of humble pie. Click. There you are. I see text. Hold on.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You're right. Can't cheat it. Gonna have to just manual it all. Well, now that we've found the actual angle that I wanted, this is gonna be a lot easier. God, that was just absolutely killing me. Thanks for the emotional support through my time of trauma. Yeah, that looks right. And it's off screen, so it doesn't even really fucking matter. Down like that. This is making so much more sense now. Wow. Yeah, okay. I guess, probably something like that. Yeah, that looks right. And then, they're a little close together. They need to be spaced more, they need to be spaced further apart, but then, If I space them further apart, then this sarcophagi isn't gonna really be on there at all. It would just be a single sarcophagi. Well, it is what it is. So I guess I'll just be focusing on one of them then. Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta bail out of here. It's 7:50. I've got a few more minutes. Let's wind this back. And I'm not putting the lip around it. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. I can do something wrong, guys. I am doing it wrong today. I am not on point with my architecture like at all. I've got this lip built around it like a stair step. That goes to there. Woof. I don't like that level of distortion. So I'm going to bring it to here. That feels a lot better. Start there. And then I need to make like a step around it. Fuck all. Like that. It goes out to like here. Like that. To here. Like that. It's a little bit too wide. Like here. Like that. Text, I see you.
What's up?
Yeah. We're finding it. We're finding it. Now we're on point. And it feels that's too far in. Needs to be more like here. That feels better. I think I have another point here like that for the wall, right? And that goes back to like here. Let's see. That's too far back. This is our actual point. Yeah, that feels about right. Maybe like that. That means that this needs to come in. So that line isn't accurate here. This actually needs to be about here. Like that. Yeah, can I get away with this? That. That matters because that's all going to be off screen anyway, but I want it there for reference. And then like here. And then like this. And then here. Be like that. I think that's about right. There. Like that. That's not bad. That's legit not bad.
No, you no. I know.
But it turned out for the best. And if we hadn't gone through this process, I wouldn't have discovered the idea of tilting the horizon line to be able to get the overhead look that I want. Like I never considered that ever. No one has ever talked about tilting the horizon line like that. Is exactly what we needed. So I am not gonna complain. This needs to come in though. Probably about like that. Nah, this is good for me. I don't mind a good fat dose of humble pie on screen if it means I end up becoming a better artist as a result of it. I'll take my licks. I earned them. I don't mind a good fat dose of humble pie on screen if it means I end up becoming a better artist as a result of it. I'll take my licks. If I only succeed on screen, I'm kind of cheating the process, right? I gotta fucking fail occasionally, just to show you guys, anyone that's out there new as an artist, that failure can be resolved. And I'm glad I was able to figure it out here on screen, because it would have sucked if I had figured it out off screen over the weekend and cheated through the process so you guys didn't get to see how it ended up. But this is actually looking really cool now. I'm really, really happy with this. That I'm just doing some cleanup here because I can afford to, and then we'll go back through and we'll clean it up better. But now I can put like a little mural thing over here, and I can have like some filigree down here and along here, and it's all just going to fucking fit. Like from the overhead view, you can't see what's going on in the walls, so I wanted to have an illustration of this to be able to demonstrate just there's like different filigree and bloody blah in here. I honestly have no idea what any of this shit is gonna be. That's why I was excited about working on this piece. There's also a very limited palette, so I think this line art here is pretty good. The base of this is legit. So I feel like $1 million bucks. No. Let's duplicate these. We'll conceal these. We'll conceal that. We'll bring this back in. And now we're going to this is all we really get of it anyway. So let's decouple that and slide this over. like this. Bring that down a smidge, and that's gonna get away with it. Like that's all we really need to have on here. And boy, what a fucking painful process that was to get here. But I am thrilled for the journey. Let's open this up here. Yeah. Why is nothing? What the hell? Oh. That's why. There we go. Now I am. Oh shit! It's after 8. It is time for me to boogie. But cool. Now we now have this in place. This is all we need. This our other sarcophagi. Maybe we'll have like an edge of it over here, but it'll be insignificant. I can actually scooch this over a little bit more so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's just right. Obviously, we have to do the boss relief of the soldier lying on his back with a shield. But that feels pretty good. Boy, what a wreck of a day, huh? Fun discoveries. I'm going to see you guys later. I'm going to be back. I'm not doing any play testing for the next couple weeks on Saturday morning as I go through the martial power system. I'm also building the Spelljammer Eberron campaign for us to use the Bastion system and the Mecha Kaiju mechanics. So I'll be back on Monday working on those. Saturday morning tomorrow, I'll be on for a few hours, basically updating martial powers as well as class and subclass features. So you can check that stuff out if you're interested. Monday morning, we'll be back, continue working on this piece. And then Monday night, we'll be working on Kaiju, Mecha, and the Dwarven Citadel. I've already done enough of the communities for us to be past that stage. Now it's the time for us to start building the machinery that the players will actually be using to engage in adventures on a session by session basis. So that's it for now. I'm out of here. Really appreciate the fact that thanks for helping me get my shit through this. I really appreciate your help. And everyone else has been hanging out with me. Thanks a lot. And I'll see you guys in the future. Cheers.